Welcome to Podgorica here in Montenegro. It's a NATO ally and I'm here in front of the American embassy, and I just passed the National Agency for Security. And let me talk something about the American situation here in Montenegro. It seems to be a bit distracted because America has helped this country very much to be free from Milosevic, to have the euro in 2002, and to be a Western country, to join, of course, to have independence first in 2006, and then obviously American support was essential for all this in the 90s and also in the 2000s, and now as well towards NATO membership in 2017. Yeah? Now it seems a bit confused, the American policy here, because they allow a lot of appeasement of Serbia. And this firing of the head of the security services is also very dubious affair. And in general, America obviously is trying to avoid another Balkan war. I understand it. But Serbia is in no position to really fight. And it's not the Yugoslavia of 99 or 95 or 92 or 91, the 4 wars they have started. What is needed is a very clear containment strategy of Serbia. What is needed, a very strict policy against this bullying of Montenegro by Serbia. So what is needed is strength, it's American power, it's American clarity, and it is very important. And I call for America to be much clearer here and to be also tougher on Mr. Vucic. He seemingly has still his lobbyists in America work for him. Seemingly also in the case of Montenegro, they have some influence, and that's very worrying. We need to restrict the Serbian and Russian influence in Montenegro, and we need to contain Serbia hard and isolate it, and not to appease it. I was very happy when Christopher Hill was appointed to Belgrade, but seemingly he is a disappointment. And here, the Montenegrin staff, I don't know his ambassador and what they are exactly doing, but that the head of the security services get fired under American watch seems to be not a sign of inspiring a lot of confidence. And where is the strong American leadership for EU enlargement of Montenegro? I posted very clearly that America was instrumental to get the allies like Croatia, Romania, Bulgaria in 2007 in the European Union. This was leadership. It was, of course, George Bush, very strict and very good. I liked him very much. But now Biden is a bit distracted, it seems, and the Americans' interests in the Balkans are a little bit, again, too much on appeasement directed. And I hope that will change. It has to change. We have to come to different terms. And the terms are very clearly. We need to make sure that America is basically also pushing very hard for Montenegro and also for Albania and also for North Macedonia to be in the European Union. The French will not do it, the Germans will not do it. It must be the American interest, because otherwise you have instability and you carry the cost of development alone, or you have no development, which creates a lot of risk as well. So it's very much in the American interest to have here a pro-Western government direction and also a clear containment of the Russian influence in Serbia, and not to spread it around via appeasing Serbia and then giving Serbia the resources to buy influence in Montenegro, to bully and blockade Bosnian NATO accession, and to be stubborn and entirely non-helpful on the Kosovo issue. And the American illusion that Vucic will come to terms and recognize Kosovo, and that's why they give in on all other issues in Bosnia and Montenegro, is also not logical, and it's very wrong thinking. It's entirely wrong thinking. So we need a stricter American policy. We need also clearer American leadership in Montenegro, and the idea is very simple: EU accession, and of course removing all the Russian influence. And whatever exactly happened with the firing of the security chief and we have of course to find out, but also the issues must be clarified and must be also rectified and corrected. If American influence here is too overwhelming, also not American, if Russian influence is too overwhelming, I am very much for American influence. Let's be very clear that nobody gets some wrong idea. You know, we ever have American Montenegro or Russian Montenegro and substitute it with Serbia or Europe. Yeah? It's not a third way possible. And these recent events, which I saw here, are deeply worrying. And I will now make it very clear that I hope for American Montenegro as part of the European Union. We need to strengthen our alliance with America, and that's the only way we can win this war that Russia is waging against us. And all of us are affected, obviously. Huh? Nobody can detach himself from the economic, fiscal, energy effects and impact of Montenegro as well. Not even when it's far away. It's of course also touched by these dramatic consequences of this terrible war, and so that is very important. You see here the old town. I'm entering now the old town, and here is also a mosque. You see religious and ethnic tolerance is very strong. You have ethnic Albanian prime minister, you have the Kosovo flag here, you have a mosque here, and you have also recently, some years ago already, they have made a redesignment of the municipalities to give Tusi, that's on the Albanian minority, an extra municipality, very good. And so Montenegro is ready. It's a multi-ethnic, multi-religious, multi-political center kind of state. Its reforms are good, and I'm calling for Montenegro to be in the European Union in 2024, and I hope that's not a surprise to anybody. Of course, you know, you see some poverty still, underdevelopment. You see that even in Croatia. It's not the magic formula, the European Union, which can turn rags to riches overnight. Yeah? It needs investment, it needs work, it needs time, but it will be. It will be. And these countries have not always been the periphery. In Roman times, this was the center of the world, the trading routes between Italy and Constantinople. And they will be again. Same like Albania, same like North Macedonia, same like Kosovo. These old ancient east-west trading routes will be successful again. The future is bright, I have no doubt. Here you see, I was walking here in the winter. It's very, very nice, but it's not completely renovated from the times of the old town. Obviously, there's much development opportunity still to be done, and it will be done. But if the core is good, the fundament and the framework, a firm direction towards the west, the rest, I'm confident, will be very successful. You see here this old town, a lot of investment as well here in the old town, and also here everywhere there's building, there's investment. So also the poorer parts are coming up. Obviously it would help if the EU would not only talk but also walk. For example, easy thing to do, a new railway station, because the one is really not in so fantastic condition, and you could then develop the railway station quarter of this beautiful town. And here the old town renovation project is normally something the EU is really very good in. And of course the cultural heritage renovation, that is, you don't find a single cultural heritage devoted object in Croatia which is not renovated, I think. That's something the EU is doing really significantly beautiful, and it will be. And there will be a lot of this very good development. And so I'm marching. It's quite hot actually, it's a beautiful day, and I'm showing you this old town, how beautiful here it is. Development is cool, much investment, really impressive. I like it. The old town of Podgorica. I will walk now to the museum and then make this invitation, which I'm due to make, and then I know exactly how to do things as well in the future, and I have the format for the future workshops, and that's very good. So we are coming up here, and let's see what is the future. Very good. Needs some investment here still. These areas are, of course, and I don't see the skyscrapers so much. There must be a policy against skyscrapers, because in Tirana you see very beautifully massive skyscrapers everywhere, and I like it. And I think what is really needed is to turn Podgorica in a railway hub of the Southern Balkans. We are from Podgorica railway station. The person traffic, but also the goods, they are really then transported to Kosovo, to Albania, towards Croatia, and independent of Serbia, which must be contained and isolated. This railway hub Podgorica should be a central element of a European strategy to develop that beautiful area. Look, this is a very nice restaurant. I will go to eat something here now, and I'm looking forward. After some work, must be some time to eat. Over there, there is the railway station, and here there is Podvolat, a very nice restaurant, and here you see that Stari Varoš, that means old town, and here you see that beautiful tower. That's in many ways the symbol of that beautiful city, and I like it very much. And here, over there, is the railway center. That should be the central railway station of the Southern Balkans, connecting to Greece, connecting towards Albania, Tirana, Pristina, Croatia, and that would be my vision for a strong Montenegro, a European Montenegro, and I hope it will be. Thanks a lot, and more to come from beautiful Montenegro in the coming days. Bye.